So let me. So this is Flicky's place. We're over in Razorwind. Yeah, we're over in Razorwind. This feels like a very industrial building. But let me look at the description here. The chateau, as it's described here, exudes quiet luxury and old money charm. Warm lighting, rich textures, and hidden nooks create an inviting, intimate escape, with small, hidden gems waiting to be discovered throughout. But beyond its elegance lies a mystery. The original wing remains untouched, whispered to be haunted, where, from time to time, spirits are said to wander the halls, felt more than seen. At Chateau, comfort and intrigue linger side by side. Huh. Interesting setup here. So what we have here are like these embiggened walls that help to shape the sides of the house here. Now, this does look like originally a Blood Elf style building. And then we have like these other walls plus mirrors that make for those windows. And that's what we, kind of interesting that's been a very consistent theme with these visits. That these have all been very highly skinned houses. Where we didn't see much of like any of the original builds from this. And yeah, it's a box. It's a straight box. So not much room for like extra budget stuff. You can kind of see there like, oh, look, I can see the house. And then from up here, they even went ahead and covered the top. So we do, in fact, have a full box. Well done. So let's go right here and we will climb our way inside. That's neat. That's neat. I have a feeling that more decor will be able to do more interactable things. And Beta the Griffin Perch had birds and crates open, but it wasn't until later that it got into live. Keep my fingers crossed for more fun stuff. Now, that'd be cool. Click on a thing, does a thing. That'd be neat. So as we enter, we're met with the boss. Hey, there we go. So the boss of the house is here to at least like say hello. Maybe we'll see if they help follow us along to make sure that we don't miss too much. But we're met with like this really grand entrance. We have like these beams that are being set up, plus these mirrors, and then like some custom stuff here, which look like to be like a fence post or of some sort. No, they're just part of the mirrors. Interesting how all that just kind of happens to come together like that. That's neat. Yeah, so it's just mirrors. That's pretty cool. What a happy coincidence. Because it helps to make a very, very convincing door setup. But as we come in, we do this climb up to, to this upper level. We can lay some stuff down. And then immediately we can come down. Oh, that's neat. Really cool setup as soon as we come in here. Let me try to find a good angle. Yeah, that's sick. So we have like this whole middle fireplace here. And inside the skybox room as well, we have these big pillars that help to line this kind of like lower ceiling area that helps to support these chandeliers. Really neat. Very bright with the setup too. Because it just blasts people who are like who happen to be here. So plenty of visuals. We got rugs, places to sit. So it's a very inviting place. Kind of like, it's like a bed and breakfast, kind of like a it has like a retail element to it. It looks like we have a restaurant that we'll be able to visit. Additional fireplaces for extra warmth, to kind of like set the mood here. I really like how this works because we have this climb up to the lobby area. So there's where we check in, and we have like these. Oh, that's neat. So we have the kind of prey targets that are being used and simulated as NPCs. So they're gonna help check us in. Ring, ring, help me in. They are holograms, so they can't actually touch anything, but we can speak to them. Hey, just kidding. They're probably solid because they just wanted to make it like that. Some flower boxes to like set up the space here. I really like this this entrance here, and it looks like there's also a walkway that we'll be able to see this from below as well. That's very, very neat. Oh, I like this a lot. So let's see. Over here is the check-in, and there doesn't seem to be anything behind it. That's cool. Here we have like a bar area. with an upstairs kind of thing going there. And then over here is a restaurant spot. So very much like kind of like a hotel vibe that we're coming back to here. That's neat. Let's go here first. So we go in, we check in, yeah, maybe wait for some seating and whatnot. Very neat touch there, because we have one fire extinguisher just in case we need it. That's what I'm telling myself. But we also have like that lower fireplace to set things up. And here's where we wait for our place, or in case it's really busy, there's like plenty of standing room in case we need it. It looks like we have like the same difference on the other side, but also check out like these little painting things we have here. So these are like little tables. It looks like, no, not tables. Oh, that's interesting. So we have like these frames to start with, right? And then they're flipped over, and then you have like this cool pattern. And then they just threw a table on top of it. Nice and easy. So you just have these as like little wall decor. Very clever. I didn't realize that there was like all this additional texture here, you know, because it's so like you have like those little tabs that help to hold the picture and the frame together. That's neat. And as we go here, we enter the restaurant proper. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this is highly convincing. It's like it's very well thought out, because we have like this booth seating here, you know, for couples or like small groups, parties, whatever. Here we have stuff for even smaller groups, you know, a table for 4 or 2, depending on how you want to do it. Very, very good. Very like it's very much, there's a very convincing restaurant layout. Love it. Notice how against the walls you have like these hangings here, you know, well out of reach of customers, you know, so they're not like throwing their phone up there or something like that. But it's low enough that it helps fill out more space. That's really good. So here, I have a feeling that they studied like a restaurant, like kind of those layouts. I feel convinced of that. So here we have like this bar set up, and here you can kind of see like these are like embiggened walls that are not bigger walls. They're just regular walls that have been set up and lowered down, so that way they can be used as countertops. Got a lot of wine set up across this bar area. Everything was kept nice and warm. Plenty of drinks. And then back here, big kitchen. Big kitchen setup. It's got to be industrial, right? So here's like the line cooks that are doing their work right along here in the back. Yeah, this is very well thought out. This is it's a remarkably convincing, like industrial sized kitchen. You know, burners are flying, going crazy. We got what looks like maybe a pizza kind of thing that's being laid out. Yeah, because here we go. Here's like the rolling pin. We're rolling out some dough. This is the almost finished product. It's ready to go into the oven. Stews are being cooked. What are we cooking? Grapes. We're cooking a ton of grapes. Brilliant. Spiced wine. Let's do it. We've got goulash. We've got big fishies. Oh boy. We also got some stuff being prepped on this end. And then here, yeah, again, this prep table with the island. Yeah, some additional prep work and finishing. And then it's laid down on that table for servers to come up and grab stuff. So again, yeah, very convincing. Grape jam. Could be that too. Absolutely. Back here, industrial style fridge, you know, so a big spot. Huge pantry area with all sorts of things laid out, ready to go. It's almost borderline unsafe, so hopefully no inspectors come out here. That could be a problem. And then back here, more like storage area. You know, the non-food stuff, such as giant utensils, if you want to call it that. Extra plating, cups, and what have you. Crazy fridge, by the way. Assuming that this is the walk-in fridge. This happens to be, I believe, one of those paladin altars. This is just like the bottom of it, because it has like this kind of like almost fluffy bottom to it here. That's neat. So let's keep going. We'll kind of retreat our way. Oh, I just noticed the vents here. That's neat. These right here are dwarven fence posts, and then a crate that's being used here to help make it look more convincing. Very, because of the coloring and all that, very metallic with how it comes off. That's excellent. So now we'll get back here. Great job with like the stools and everything. And then we have some outdoor seating as well. We're going outside. So out we go. Outdoor bar. Very sick. And then on each side, so we have another set of booths and like regular tables that we've been seeing. Dude, they straight up have like a lake. Whee! So in we go. If we want to go for a ride, once we're like done with it, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's have a big meal and then we'll get onto the boat. Ever been on boats? Jethro? No, I hadn't, Francine, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Damn, Jethro. So that'd be fun though. That's a fun one. And what's this right here? I think this is like just kind of like a little like beacon in case the boat gets lost. Actually, no, there's a light right there too. I think that's just like an oar, It's probably that. Maybe that's what's being used for. That's cool. Really cool outdoor setup for this restaurant. Quite the chateau. So cool. The chateau is next to a lake. That's neat. All right, so let's kind of like jog our way back because I think I saw an extra room here, which might be a bathroom, like a retail style bathroom. Yeah, most definitely. So a little waiting spot for folks who are like waiting to go in. An additional room. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. So there are currently cleaners in here, and what we have are large stalls that are accessible friendly. Or accessibility friendly. So big stalls, lots of privacy, plenty of space to like wash off, dust yourself off, and you're good to go. On the other end here, is this the guy's side? This is the guy's side. Yeah, we got our urinals right here. At least we got some privacy. I appreciate that. Thanks. And then we got one stall, just one. Great. The guy's got to poop too, So a smaller bathroom overall, but still perfectly functional. Really cool restaurant setup though. I'm highly impressed by this. I think it's mostly like the whole layout because it feels really convincing. Like a restaurant planner person definitely set this up. That's what I'm getting from this. So I think now we're going this way. Nice urinals. All right, so now we're entering the bar area, as we had described earlier. So kind of a tone check, or a tone shift. I'm sorry. We were seeing like these heavy reds earlier. Now we're seeing these more kind of festive greens. Both with the drapery here. And then we see some stuff as we go up the stairs, as we, I guess, leave the tavern area, but there might be an extension to it. But here, very loungy, very chill, but also, we could eat if we wanted to. We could have we could have snacks over here. We could have some coffee, perhaps, some beers. Some folks had an accident. I blame Jake. Don't worry, that's a very inside thing. But we can otherwise have some bar seating. And these lights are like blasting, by the way. They're totally illuminating the bar. It's as if, it's almost like we could have like a sort of show back here. Like if you wanted to have someone who's doing like those performances with like shots and all that stuff, then they would be like back here and they're like doing all their crazy tricks and stuff. That'd be kind of neat. So let's backtrack, past the beer taps. Oh, check out the elevator. I'm going to tell myself this is an elevator of sorts. And then we'll see how consistent this stays, because that's a nice touch. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to climb up these stairs and notice how things are nice and filled out with all these little paving stones, plus these greens, these ivies that are being used. All of these are available over at Founders, nice and accessible. Place to sit and read if you wanted to. Oh, elevator's out of order. Oh, no. Oh, well, we tried. So I guess there's no going higher than that, unfortunately. So no escape via elevator, unfortunately. All right, so now we've reached... Okay, so we're above the main room, actually. So, like, if we look down, we can see the whole downstairs lobby and all that. Now, we do have a place to sit and chill right over here. Nice and tight spot, just like in the restaurant. We have these special raised seats that are being used. You know, here we have couches that are just kind of like lay down just a little bit. And then out there, we have like this nice outdoor look. Almost looks like it's snowing outside. You know, it's nice and cool out. The snow is drizzling down, hasn't gotten too heavy yet. Very cool. Anything up top here, nothing up top there. And then we're going to go this way. And now we have these custom doors. Huh. So we've entered the kind of residential part of the chateau with all their little rooms and everything. And so we have doors here, and then we'll see what's going on the other side too. And I'm pretty sure these are, you know, non-functional. These are, I think these are the bottom of like void things. Void. Yeah. Control consoles. That's neat. So these are wicked doors. When you think about it, you swing that thing open and then you get this whole impaling structure there. Like that's super deadly. So watch out. And then we have some more doors here. Yeah, note the walls too. You know, nice and solid colors. We're missing a little bit here, but that's okay. But yeah, we have very solid reds that we're working with. And now we have what looks to be a secret shelf behind there. And that got really creepy really fast. We're going to hold off on that. We're going to retreat back just a little bit. I want to go to the other side first. I want to see what happens to be on the other side. Maybe we're going to see another set of like secret shelves or something like that. No, actually, we see more. Okay, we have some like this. Let's see what's here. We have, this kind of upstairs bar area / bath, maybe? I mean, it's kind of like a wading pool, but it's really neat. I really like how this is set up. They use all the tropical style trees and greens. And then note how we have like all these different swirlies. We have these different elven tables that are cutting across to create this sort of effect. Fountains are coming down, waterfalls from these fountains are helping to dress this up. Really pretty setup. Yeah, I like this. Oh, I could use a daiquiri right now because it is hot in this room. I bet you it's about 90 degrees in this room. I'm sweltering, but I must grin. I must be happy. It's the job. Relax, soul. Oh my God. All right, let me double check if there's like anything, nothing hidden through here, right? It's just a really nice bar spot. I dig it. Yeah, I'm vibing. I'm here, dude. Boop. Please give me a daiquiri. Or a margarita or something like that. Yeah, margarita sounds really good right now too. Tequila fans, I don't want to be alone. Come on, tequila fans. But yeah. Let's take a look at that secret shelf now. Let's see what sort of mysteries await us, yeah? All right. So, inside the chateau, mysteries as well. Or it's part of the ride. It's like, did I pay for this? Nah, not really. Ooh. Oh, okay. Great job, boss. Great job. So now that we're here in this part, you might have noticed the tone. You know, the color tone has shifted really hard. So this is the, blood. Awesome. This is the midnight lighting effect that you can use, that you can employ using the Hearthlight Armillary. And from this, especially on the ground level, we're reaching the first floor here. Really spooky. because you have like this foggy haze that almost feels like the undead plague is like coming in. And now we have like these kinds of vibes. Don't go that way. Yeah, I'm a paladin. It's all good. It's all good. I got a helmet on. We're fine. But now I'm mostly invisible. But yo, spider webs. Gross me out. And there are quite a few of them littered all over this place. Ain't no one been here for a while. Here we have like kind of this alternate entrance that's coming in, but we're not going that way. Yo, dude, broom. Yo, have you not looked around the rest of this place? This broom's like, yo, I'm just doing what I can around here, right? I literally don't get paid. All right. Let's go right through and we shall continue exploring. So from here, things are looking pretty dilapidated, pretty out of sorts. Even this door, not working so great. I mean, it still technically functions. Okay, barely technically functions. Wait, did they turn out the lights too? They purposely turned down the lights. Well done. I'm gonna leave them off. Just for the vibes. Oh, okay, this is creepy. So it's almost like we've reached like the opposite of the chateau. It's like this is the dead part of the chateau, but you know what? There's still activity. This dude's like, so what do you want? I'm like, I'll take anything that is like closed and doesn't have like mold growing off of it. He's like, no, we ain't got none of that. Yeah, you can have this. And then they give me like grape juice or something like that, but it's not grape juice. It's just like this brown sludge. I'm like, yo. But there is some of these dudes are having wine. They're good. Yeah, they're fine. What are they doing? Ah, I see. There you have, this theory has plans for Gilneas, as many do. Everyone's got plans for Gilneas. I'd say it's one of the most used decor in housing, period. And here they straight up threw away a bunch of these eyes of Acaris. But I guess the intent is they're trying to hide skulls inside this barrel, like it's no big deal. I'll have some of that. Give me a drink of some of that stuff. That might get me by. Love the clutter, by the way. Lots of stuff just laid down, total disarray. This place got ransacked real quick. Nothing is left. I don't think there's any secrets behind some of these. But yeah, total disarray throughout this whole space. But man, like some of the way, like check it out. Like check out this vibe right here. Oh, it's so good. Love the way that all this blends together with a single candle right there. Remember, the boss went through here. They turned off all these lights, but they left that one on. Why? Because they might have forgotten, or it's meant to bring that vibe. It's really, really good. I really like it. Boop. Let me take a screenshot of that. Very, very pretty. In a creepy way, you know what I mean? All right, so let's finish going through this spooky part. Nope, spooky stuff it is just begun. We are not done here yet. The spider webs are like oppressive. I gotta say. Great looking clock up here though. Kind of funny because you have like the slight glow that comes from this window, but it's not doing a great job at all. But we do have the makings of a grandfather clock shape, using some pillars, wind chimes, table. It looks like a fence post of sorts, or maybe like a tip of a spear. Still very convincing. Just 1 second of imagination does all the work. Here, if we manage to have a seat, there's like some notes here that would have clues that says he lies or something like that. Some little clues that help us discover, what might have happened here. Why was this place abandoned? Why have they not rebuilt or restored this part of the chateau? Here we have one other door. We're navigating through more. Oh, I love how in disarray this place looks. And then, then we're outside. Wow. I did not realize. I love these tricks. I love being tricked like this. So in this case, we're just meant to like view what's outside. So here's like kind of the far shot. maybe we're not intended to see all of this, so let's kind of stick to this angle here. So here we're on like a side of the chateau. But what's out here is just, not too much. It's more than anything like a moment to breathe, a moment of quiet, but I don't quite feel a moment of comfort either. Because we're still in like, I still feel isolated. I still feel alone when the lighting is set up like this. Like, it's like eerily quiet. No birds, no sounds of nature, no wind, nothing like that. So, but we have no choice but to proceed because that skybox is a dead end. You technically can't walk through that. It's kind of silly, right? But oh well. Right up here, we climb up and we just have like one place to sit. Boom. But we have a little bit of fire, one little bit of color to help break through the solitude in the chateau.